What's happening? Today we doing jiu-jitsu, man. I brought one of my favorite training partners in, longtime friend Austin Pase, 4-stripe brown belt, getting ready to get his black this summer actually. So bringing in something called technique exchange. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna exchange some techniques. I'm really not gonna show him nothing though. I'm just gonna take what he got. He don't know that though. I'm just gonna steal his information, use it, implement it in my game. That's how I do. But before we do that, we're gonna do a scoop of this hyphy mud 2.0. You can go to hyphylife.com, type in promo code KONG, all capital, get you anything you need, apparel, supplements, all that good stuff. Here we go. Yeah. What's happening? I got my boy, man. Austin Pase, man. Long time trainer partner, long time friend. Bringing him out here, man, so he can help me get my jiu-jitsu better, because my jiu-jitsu was lacking lately. About to get his black belt, man. How you feeling, Austin?
I'm feeling good, man.
How you feel about that black belt? About time?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. I'm feeling real confident. I'm understanding what I got to do, what I got to show.
Now, how long have you been training? Because you've been training longer than the belt represents, I think. I think you should have been at your belt, but you went through some things. Explain that real quick.
Yeah, so I started October 1st, Elio Gracie's birthday, 2009. So I'm just over 10 years now, coming up on year 11. About 6 years in though, I got in a real bad car accident.
Yep.
I had 16 surgeries in 3 years, in a coma, all sorts of craziness. Told I'd never walk without a cane, I never see out my right eye, all sorts of crazy stuff that I always said to the doctor, yeah, we'll see.
Right.
Because I was always around people like you, people at jiu-jitsu like
You hear that? He's always around inspiring people like me.
Yeah, pushing me, making me get better, prove those doctors wrong, prove those limitations wrong. Just kept coming back, kept working, grinding more and more, and now I'm feeling more and more every day like I'm back, like I'm ready to represent and maybe earn one of these one day.
Well, you know what, man? We're glad to have him, man. Like I said, man, always good to stay on the mat. Like I always preach, we go through a whole bunch of stuff in life. But hey, at the end of the day, we really have control. Trust me, believe. Nobody can tell us what we can do. We really have control of that. And Austin is a testament to that, so am I. So I appreciate him coming out so I can steal some of his techniques. So check, me and Austin play similar games. We play half guard. He plays a little different game, but we both have the same type of concept when it comes to half guard. Now, today I'm not teaching an actual technique. I'm teaching a concept. How to replace the half guard, how to keep from getting flattened, and how to work the underhooks. So I'm only doing two effective things that I use. They are concepts, not full techniques. Try it if you want to. If you don't, somebody gonna pass your half guard, and then you're gonna be looking at this video, and I'm gonna block you because you already didn't want to do what I asked you to do. I know what I'm talking about. All right, look, check this out. So here's the thing. In the half guard, here we go. Now, I play half guard this way, coyote grip, okay? Now, I keep this foot here, like I said, to break down the base, right? This is the most important thing here. All right, so now we playing here. A lot of people, I don't like to bridge. I know this is good for people to make a frame here. That's great. And it does work. I don't like to do so. I like to stay here tight. So it doesn't really matter what Austin does. I want this arm here because I want to eventually get the underhook, okay? So if Austin does put pressure here, see, putting pressure here, I use this as my good frame. And look where my arm is, here tight, across the stomach. So then this is what I use. I scoop my butt back and I throw my elbow up, then I can get the underhook. Okay, so that's what I love to do. That's what I think is more effective for me personally. You can try it if you want to. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to work on replacing a concept from replacing using what I call the bellyache technique. So let's say, for example, I take a bad shot on Austin. Boom, he sprawls out. So right now, he wants to go to the back. So once he goes right here, we get caught in these situations, right? This is bad for certain people. Certain people don't know how to really play for the turtle. So me, when I don't really know how to pull half guard, I take a bad shot just to get him down, just so I can get there. So now what I would like to do is, if I take a bad shot on, let me correct myself. I normally don't take a bad shot. Don't get it twisted. But if I miss the shot, here, boom. Now second, if we get here, look, Austin sprawls out. Now right now, what's important is which way he goes. So let's say he goes to my left. Hold on 1 second. I take this hand across the stomach. So as he goes to the left, right here, boom, I sit. Right here, okay? Got my hand here, right here I sit. So now as he continues to try to advance, boom, swim to my position, okay? One more time. Here, boom, I took the bad shot turtle. Right here, I do not want him to get the front head. I don't want him to catch right here. See, this is bad for me now. Right? So as soon as I get it, I get right here. As soon as he comes, sit. The second he continues to advance, boom. Now we go to work from here. So my next concept is when somebody advances and they take side control. Okay? I know, basically, look, you always need to learn how to shrimp. Everybody's not going to play half guard. I played full guard for a long time until I realized my legs were too short. So you always learn how to shrimp. So we do basic shrimp techniques. Everybody who's on jiu-jitsu, who start off jiu-jitsu, that's day one jiu-jitsu, who knows how to shrimp. All right, I'm not showing that, so don't worry about that. If you want to know, go somewhere to your local jiu-jitsu place, and then you learn how to shrimp. I'm not teaching that here. All right, so look, standard is this. Also give me side control, I'm here. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. This is perfect, but I do not want to use this because of my particular game, okay? I use the belly ache technique. Let's say, for example, we come here, and Austin, for some strange reasons, passing my half guard. Who knows what happens? Nobody passed. I'm just talking shit. Don't believe me. So look, I take my hand here. I do the belly ache right here. So when Austin comes down, boom. Now this is bad still. Trust me. This is terrible still, right? Now Austin gonna do what he does naturally. He gets here. I got my arm trapped here. I know a lot of people are uncomfortable with that. Okay. So I get here. Austin, what's your next one? What would you do? Right? Yeah. Look, this is trouble. Okay. So now if we can come over to where my hand is. You can see my pinky, right? So this means I got a little bit of space. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take my legs and turn towards his body. And as I do, that's when I start swimming palm up. Here, catches the belt. Now this comes with a couple different positions. Now let's say right now he tries to get this whizzer, he gets his whizzer, boom, that's good. And let's say maybe I come up and I start working here and start trying to get a single leg or whatever. Either way, I'm not in danger of being flattened, okay? So we back here, now if I want to work to half guard, boom, he gets here. Look, guys, remember it's the belly ache. Come a little bit. The belly ache goes across your stomach, not across your heart. If I'm across my heart, oh man, see, I can't get that now. I'm screwed, yes. Once he opens the elbow, I'm screwed. I do the belly ache, now it's a little tougher. So now when we ready to go, palms facing outward, and you turn your hips in, boom. He gets his whizzer, boom. So now maybe he won't let me up. So now, even if I'm having trouble here, as long as I get to his leg, and I grab the pat leg here, I just catch it. Now we're working Brandon's game, okay? So basically, create different ways to get to your position, all right? I use the belly ache technique for almost everything that I do. I know I want the underhook, so that's why I force myself to get, not force, that's why I work myself to get to. Now this is the most important part because now I get to steal his technique. Okay, now Austin gets to show everybody technique.
All right, guys. I really like that belly ache technique. Everything I pick up whenever I train with Kong, I really treasure, I really use. We have very similar games. I use a lot of the stuff I pick up from this guy. But let's say maybe I'm training with him and some odd reason he passes my guard. Maybe I try for my belly ache technique because I've trained with him before and I go, but I'm late in catching him, stopping him from going to the side. So he's already got me on my side and in my turtle position. I need to watch this hand because he's probably going to try and choke me, if not hit me if we're in a fight. So I got to be ready for this hand to come at me. I use my far hand so that my near hand can block his hips. Once I find his hips, I start walking away from the hips to get more of a frame in there. And I raise my hips up. With raising my hips, my outside leg is able to fold in, and I get my half guard. But not only the half guard, I strum the guitar, and I have a nice underhook. Playing that same half guard game, I got a coyote grip now. I can come up to both knees. I just touch this far leg and walk into him. And take side control.
Let's see again.
So he passes my guard, I go belly ache, and I go turtle, but I'm late and he's to the side already. I gotta start trying to face him. I don't like it when he's on my back. I can't see anything that he's gonna do to me. So I'm aware of this hand. I find his leg, find his hips, put my hips up, so that my outside leg can fold in and find his leg. There's my half guard. Now I get my underhook. Reach up nice and high into the armpit with my middle finger and close my elbow to my hip so that I'm tight to him. Makes the coyote grip easy. Once I have that coyote grip, I just come up to my knees and start walking into them. And move up high away from those legs because I don't want to be stuck in this man's half guard.
Now, guys, I want you to go back to where you working when you got the half guard already. I want to show people something. So even before he gets, wrestler's natural reaction is a wizard. So let me show you. Even if I get a wizard here, I want people to understand how powerful his elbow and his leverage is here. Even when I get the wizard here, all he has to do is scoot back and shoot his elbow straight to the armpit. Okay? It's very tough to deal with, even if they grab the gi. And mind you, me and Austin have been in that position where people reach to grab our collars. And once we throw that elbow up and drive it through, it's very tough to deal with the underhook. I strongly advise, even if this is not your game, work the underhooks.
All right, so now I have him in my half guard. A couple things about half guard. My cardinal sins in half guard are as if I let him put me flat on my back, because now I gotta pick him up to do anything I want to do. The other one is that underhook. We've been talking about it a lot already. Underhook is everything, because if he has the underhook, all he's got to do is push weight into me and I go flat to my back and I can't turn up. If I have the underhook, I can have his weight on me and it's not going to put me onto my back, because I can round my shoulder and make it a ramp for his chest to just slide off of as he tries to push me down. So I got to have the underhook and I got to stay on one hip, not two. If he starts to get me flat, I'm going to shrimp a frame on this knee and shrimp away from it. I have a nice big hole here now underneath him, so I'll dive in and I grab his foot. If I grab at the ankle, he can kick his leg out. There's no way I can have any control. I get to the toes like a toe hold. I just cover the toes up. Now there's absolutely no power for him to kick his leg free. I can do whatever I want with this foot. So it's a good time to shrimp. Make sure I'm on my side. I have a nice deep underhook. My coyote grip comes in. As my coyote grip comes, my other foot leaves. If I do it early, he's free to pass. But if I take this over, as it comes out, there's no window for him to pass. Now I start pulling this knee out behind me and come up to my knees, walk into him, and get away from those legs before he throws me in his half guard.
One more time. Even as a black belt, I have not mastered the fact of keeping my belt tight. So anybody can leave any advice for that.
Thank you, Henry Akins.
I don't care what belt you are, show me.
So I'm here in half. I've got my frames up. I'm shrimping out to stay on my side, right? I frame this knee and I walk away from it. Shrimp my shoulders, my hips, while moving away. When I'm ready, I fold this under to the armpit and dive in. I walk my hand down so I get to his toes. Once I'm on his toes, now I feel I have the leverage. Shrimp out. Make sure I'm on my side. I strum my guitar. Get a nice deep underhook. Switch my coyote grip for my half guard. And now my leg that was in the half guard pulls out. And I come up onto my knees. Start walking in towards him. Block the legs, block the head.
Check this out, man. That was dope. Appreciate my man Austin Pase coming, showing us some good half guard stuff. And listen, man, what's interesting is how simple little things, like he said, touch the toes. Literally, it feels super uncomfortable trying to actually mule kick out of that. Because the second I was trying to kick, and I actually it felt so uncomfortable I didn't do it no more. The second I tried to kick, my knee came up. So once my knee comes up, I have no more base. So Austin, man, I really appreciate that little technique I'm gonna steal from you there, but really appreciate you coming out, man. Congratulations on your black belt. I believe that's May, right?
Y'all coming up in May.
Well deserved black belt, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all, some of y'all in Brazilian Jiu-jitsu or you're not and you're thinking about getting into it, get into it. Because somebody smack your girl in the butt, you know what I'm saying, in front of you, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. And if your girl do jiu-jitsu, and somebody smack her in the butt, she beat him up, then she don't need you no more. Okay? So do jiu-jitsu, Get your manhood up, man. All right? Thank you, man. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, hyperlight.com. Promo code Kong with a capital. Anything for you?
Hey, I just want to thank you guys for having me out and definitely recommend jiu-jitsu for everybody.